Hey everybody, this is Cy with the Rambling Film Group podcast. Here doing a quick live episode. Just finished watching episode 130 of Dragon Ball Super, so that's what we're going to be discussing here real quick. There are going to be some spoilers, so if you haven't seen the episode yet, just be aware. I'm going to be spilling it all. It was a pretty epic episode. Since we are coming to the last, I think we got maybe 2 episodes left. I think maybe one episode left of Super before it goes on hiatus, and then we get the new movie in December, which will be a continuation of Super. There was kind of like a false confirmation back in January that that this would be the end of Super, and in January or in December, the movie that we were getting was going to be going in a new direction, and it was going to focus on the first Super Saiyan God, which it still might. There might still be that in there, so we don't know yet, but it's not going to be the end of Goku and company. That much we do know, so that's really exciting. Sorry, as you guys can tell, I'm not feeling too well. I am in the hospital, but I wanted to get this quick review out to you guys. So, anyway, to start it off, man, Goku's new Ultra Instinct transformation. I know a lot of people hate that he gets so many transformations, and it's kind of like you want to see somebody else get it, which I totally agree with that. I will say if there's one disappointment with the Tournament of Power is they kind of hyped up Gohan throughout the beginning of the arc before we got to the actual tournament, and to him, he's kind of been a disappointment in the Tournament of Power, especially considering he was the chosen leader of the group. So I would have liked to see a little bit more growth or a little bit more focus on him in the actual tournament. But we do know that Goku is the moneymaker for this, so obviously he's going to get a lot of the attention. So for the Vegeta fans, the Gohan fans, I do feel for you. But still, anyway. Back to Goku and the Ultra Instinct. Oh my god, it looks amazing in high def. Since I'm here, I was watching on my laptop. Still looked amazing. It does look way better on my 4K TV. So anybody who hasn't seen it yet, shout out to Chuck and as well as Chad. They haven't started it yet. When you do get to this arc, I really think you're gonna enjoy the artwork that was put into it. It looks amazing. And just for you guys, be on the lookout hopefully in the next month or so, we are going to start watching the dub of Super, since that's what Chuck prefers to watch. And so we'll be reviewing the earlier episodes as we go through that, because it is something that I think we all enjoy. A lot of us do enjoy Dragon Ball, and we want to talk about that. But anyway, back to this episode. The fight between Goku and Jiren has been pubbed, and Toriyama and co, they have been pushing this for almost a year now. It's crazy to think that the Tournament of Power arc started almost a year ago, and we're getting down to the conclusion. But the fight today was epic. It started off with Goku. He's finally mastered, Ultra Instinct in a sense where he can use its power on offense and defense, whereas the kind of false Ultra Instinct that he had a few episodes ago, he could only use it on the defensive end. So now he's using it to its full potential. And Jiren, has been shown to be the strongest character in this universe so far that's not a god of destruction, and he's not a angel. So to see that fight, I've been looking forward to this for a while. There have been those kind of where they fought for a couple of minutes in the previous episodes, but you knew it wasn't what the finishing touch was going to be. And so Goku was handling his business, the first couple of minutes of this episode. He was handling it to Jiren. He actually backed him into a corner, and Jiren had a flashback about what happened to him as a child and why he decided to start training in the first place. So you do have one of those flashback moments where it does touch on a character's backstory a little bit, and you get a little bit more information as to why they are who they are now, which is amazing in my opinion. How they've handled Jiren, I think, has been fantastic. I got to give Toriyama and Co. a round of applause for that. But again, with the fight, Goku was doing his thing. Him and Jiren have been going at it, and he finally backs Jiren into a corner, and Jiren has that flashback, and then Jiren powers up again and seems to go beyond his limits the same way Goku did, with the limit-breaking Ultra Instinct form. And, it kind of looked like Jiren may have had a beginning stage of Ultra Instinct when he powered up. No word on if that's exactly what it was yet, so hopefully within the next couple of days we'll get some information on if that is a new form for Jiren or what else is possibly going on there. But it looked very similar to Goku's Ultra Instinct a little bit, but it had a red aura in it as well, so it kind of reminded me of when in the first tournament in Super, when Goku combined Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken times 20. And he had that kind of blue aura, but there was that red covering around it with the Kaioken. And so, they're battling back and forth, and Jiren is putting up a really good fight. But then, Goku still has this resolve. He gets knocked down, and you think the fight is over. He's just laying on the ground for a couple of seconds, and you think Jiren may have, actually won this. But Goku remembers that he's fighting. Vegeta gave him the last little bit of energy that he had in the last few episodes before Goku and Jiren started fighting. And even Frieza gave him a little bit of energy, so he is fighting for his friends, and he is not going to give up. So he gets back up, and Jiren is, oh my god, he was shocked. Everybody, Universe 11 was shocked, Universe 7 was shocked. Universe 7 thought that it was over, even though there were a few moments Universe 7 thought that they had won. And it just kept going back and forth. Anyway, Goku gets back up, and he powers up, for the final time. He decides he's fighting for his friends and his loved ones. And Jiren realizes this, and he says, that's not how I live my life. What is friendship? You should not be stronger than me simply off the will of your friendship. And then Jiren actually throws a energy blast at the contestants for Universe 7 while they're sitting on the side of the stage. They're eliminated, and he's trying to kill them. Luckily, Goku was able to prevent the blast from hitting anybody and saved everybody's life. I would have been curious to see what had happened if he didn't, because there is no killing in the Tournament of Power. So I was wondering if, Jiren did actually manage to hit someone in the crowd and they died, would he have been eliminated due to that? But anyway, it didn't happen. And, at that point, Goku's really pissed off because now you're attacking people who aren't even really in the fight. And Goku powers up one more time, and he goes at Jiren, and he's pushing him, and he basically finishes him off to where Jiren is ready to accept defeat. He is on the ground. He is on his knees. He realizes that Goku in this Ultra Instinct form is too much for him. Way too much for him. But like a lot of these arcs where Goku does get a new form, right before he was going to finish off Jiren, guess what happens? He runs out of energy. The limit breaking toll that Ultra Instinct takes on the body I guess when you first master it, kind of like when Goku first went Super Saiyan, or when he reaches any form really for the first time, he eventually runs out of energy, and so he runs out of energy, and he's on the floor in pain. It actually did again remind me of when he went Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken times 20 after that fight with Hit, where he couldn't really control his powers anymore and he was all over the place. It looked like that was going to start to happen, but it was more painful. So as he's on the ground in agonizing pain, kind of looking like he's having an episode where he is why can't I think of the word? He is having a seizure. Thank you. That's it. He's having a seizure, and he's on the ground, and everybody's stunned. Universe 7 is like, oh my god, it's over. Universe 11's God of Destruction tells Jiren, kick him out the stage, kick him out the stage. And Jiren kind of gets back into, the fight, and he tells Goku, you are stronger than me, but this fight I was meant to win it. And he does go to kick him out of the playing field, and Goku is flying. And then out of nowhere, you see a energy blast hit Goku back into the field. And then the camera pans over, and you see that it's not only Frieza, who we've been trying to figure out where he's been at, because he's been, we saw him get knocked out a couple episodes ago by Jiren. We've been trying to figure out where he was at, and he did show his face. He actually saved Goku, which was kind of odd, but hey, Frieza, he does want to no longer be dead. He wants that wish, so it makes sense that he would save him, only for his selfish reasons though. But what also was shocking, at that same moment, we see that 17 is still in the ring. So don't forget that this tournament is not necessarily about who is the last one standing. It's about which universe has the most participants left by the end of the tournament. Which, again, a couple of episodes ago, I want to say it was maybe 3 episodes ago at this point, the last timing update that we got was there were 2 minutes left in the Tournament of Power, and we haven't gotten one since then. So at this point, the Tournament of Power, there's under 2 minutes left, but we're not sure how much time is actually left in the Tournament of Power. And, we see 17 and we see Frieza there, and then that's the end of the episode. Next week, I do believe it is the conclusion, where we see which universe, is Jiren going to be able to take on not just Frieza and 17, but Goku is now still in the rink. They do show him fighting in the preview for next week's episode. He's not in the Ultra Instinct form from what it looks like, so he is going to be, a lot weaker than he has been in the past couple episodes, but it looks like Jiren is a lot weaker as well, because he was getting handled by Frieza and 17, and we know if this was like 2 episodes ago, he would have smashed into smithereens. But Goku, it looks like he has done enough damage to Jiren to where possibly Frieza and 17 will be able to kick him out of the ring if that's the direction that it goes. I'm really curious to see how Toriyama finishes this off, because it's been a very exciting arc, to say the least. Like I did mention, there were a couple of moments throughout the arc where you kind of wish different things happened with different characters, specifically Gohan, because they did kind of tease that there may be some more coming with him. But hey, now that we know that Super's not ending and it will be coming back probably sometime next year, maybe something will happen with Gohan in the movie in December and moving forward. But as of right now, it has been a disappointment. But overall, I thought episode 130 was very great. I'm excited for next week's episode. I'm excited to see how Toriyama concludes this story, because it's been fantastic in my opinion, and I'm just really looking forward to that. And again, to see what does go on moving forward. So again, my name's Sai here with the Rambling Film Group. Go ahead and comment what you guys thought of the episode, what you guys maybe would have wanted to see differently in this arc, or in, Super overall, through all 130 episodes, if you've been watching the subbed anime. Again, be on the lookout here within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we will start reviewing the dub, because we are all interested in the show. It's just that not everybody likes watching the sub, so we were waiting for the dub to come out and be available for stream, which it is now on the Funimation app as well as the Verve app. So definitely, I recommend if you like this show, or if you like anime in general, I would definitely look into either the Verve app, VRV, the Funimation app, or Crunchyroll. So definitely, again, my name's Sai here with the Rambling Film Group, and I hope that you all have a great rest of your weekend, and long live Goku.